The results are in. We were out here a couple of weeks ago for a landscape inspection, and here with the answers that we are looking for, Brad McBride from Davey Tree. Hey, Brad.
Hi.
All right, so let's give a general recap. A couple weeks ago, we came out, a homeowner called you, and what did they say?
Well, they were looking for some winter pruning. We have a dormant pruning incentive right now, so that was the reason we were called out. But while we were here, we decided to take a closer look around the landscape, and we started with these boxwoods right here. So we got some results from our lab. Comes in a variety of different forms, but what we like to do is when we get on a property is demonstrate our expertise, show our customers what we can do with their property, starting with some inspections at a closer level. So right here we took a look at these boxwoods, and the laboratory came back with a pest called leaf miner. That was something that I was able to see, but we also found out that this plant has spider mites. So Davey Tree knows what type of pests affect boxwood, but the key to every plant healthcare program is fertilizer. And what we have right here is Arbor Green Pro. It's the flagship product for Davey Tree. It's a slow release fertilizer just specifically designed for woody trees and shrubs. And right here, I have a soil probe. And so you might be asking yourself, how do I know that I'm using the right fertilizer? Well, if it's not being applied with a soil probe and it's not Arbor Green Pro, specifically designed for woody plants, there's a good chance you're not using the right fertilizer. So
Brad,
that's what we call them the experts.
Honest, I have never used this tool before, which means I am not fertilizing properly. So I'm learning so much already this morning. So once you have this, what happens?
Well, it injects fertilizer into the root zone directly under high pressure. So it decompacts the soil a little bit, it delivers fertilizer right to the root zone. And this can also be used to apply other products like systemic insecticide that we can use to get these pests under control. So that's just a start.
Okay, now moving on, we also took a look at some of the areas.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the other plants we've looked at. So we're gonna go over here to the corner, this purple leafed plant. It's called a 9-bark, and we observed some fungus on that tree, and it's called powdery mildew. So right here we have a tree doctor tip sheet on powdery mildew, and as you can see here on the tip of the plant here, the white foliage, the stunted growth, it's something that people that like excellent looking plants to deal with on their property, and we can take care of that for you.
And how do you take care of it then?
Oh, a little bit of pruning, a little bit of fungicide, and improved health like fertilizer can make plants vigorous and resistant to diseases like this.
And a lot of the things that you're noticing, because you're professionals, these are things that, you know, the average homeowner isn't going to be able to view with the naked eye.
Correct. That's why it's important to work with experts like Davey Tree, a company that you can trust, that has the expertise to evaluate, verify, and then treat your landscape plants.
Now, I remember that tree from last time.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at this. This is really the tree of the day here. Well, last time we observed this tree as having some injury to the trunk that was caused by a buck rubbing its antlers. Upon closer inspection, we took a look and realized that the root flare was buried. So we use this tool here. It's a supersonic excavation tool called an air spade. It uses compressed air to remove the soil and mulch around the base of the tree. It's important to use this type of tool, an expert tool, so that the tree is not injured itself. But as you can see below ground, it's quite the cluster that needs to be untangled with surgical methods. So,
you know, Brad, I want to mention this again. Davey Tree has been around for many, many years. You're a local company with your roots here in Northeast Ohio, and you have so many experts on your team. And for our viewers who are watching, if they want to have you come out to do a landscape inspection, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Visit davey.com. You can submit a web lead application, or you can call your local office. Schedule an appointment with one of our client experience coordinators, and we'll have an arborist on your property within a couple days.
And again, I think the thing that is just so impressive, so knowledgeable, you yourself are an arborist. Is this something that you always dreamed about doing?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you do like working in the green industry, there's no better place to work than Davey Tree. Some company that allows you to fulfill your dreams, to take your game to a higher level and work with some of the most talented people in the green industry.
And I'll tell you, I just enjoy spending time with you because I learned so much about my yard. I do not have a green thumb, but when I'm with you, I feel like the potential is there. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.